Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope you all are doing good. So in this video, I've got a new project for you, and this is in a C++ only. So many of you will be happy because almost all college students really like C++. And in colleges, we usually tend to do a lot with C++. We learn C and then move to C++, right? So I want to do projects in that only. But although it is always recommended, Java and Python are much better for development side. Java is still used very widely. So in the future, I will do projects on Java, in Java and Python anyway, it will continue. So anyway, today we will be doing C++. So we have always been doing DSA, STL and all that. Now we'll do a project. It's a simple project. You will understand completely within this video. You can implement it and add it in your resume right after it also. And you can implement your own methods and challenge yourself to do a little more harder things with C++. Okay, so this is text to speech. That is it's a personal assistant project. So we will tell a command and our assistant will tell us, okay, we are going to do this. So that speech you can hear, I hope. And so you all love Iron Man, right? So Jarvis, something like that only. Iron Man will tell Jarvis what is the situation. He'll give all the information, right? So like that only we'll also get. And so it's a simple C++ application. The feature is text to speech. Okay, and what all operations are there? So we can open any file in our system. This is mostly like system programming. Mainly I'm doing it in Windows. So Mac users, just see what is the alternative for you guys. Then I'll show you what all commands I'm using to write the code. You try to see what is the substitute in that, if it is there. Okay, it is more of system programming. Win32 API, Windows library will be using Windows header file. So we can open any file in the system, or we can open any browser. We can open and close, I should have written here. So open and close any browser. We can play music videos. We can open photos, PDFs. So we can open YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and all that. And what else you can implement? Like you can do speech to text. Like instead of us typing what to do, for example, if I want to open YouTube, then instead of saying open YouTube, if instead of typing, I can speak, it will recognize and it will convert that into text. It will recognize my speech, convert it to text, and the same program will happen. So voice assistance you can add, although speech recognition is mostly done in Python and all of that. So it's much easier over there. There is inbuilt libraries and all that. But you can take it up as a challenge to implement it in C++. And also you can give like a weather update. So you can try to create a weather API and include in this project. Try to get the weather information from some website. Okay, and display the weather. And you can also send some birthday messages, maybe to yourself, or just see how. Actually, I want to ask my viewers also, like how to send from a C++ application email. Do you know how to send an email or how to send a WhatsApp? In Python, all this is easy, but can you implement the same in C++? I know the coding will be hard. Many of you don't want that, but try to do something which is little different. So maybe then you can add little more value, right? So this was mainly about the project. It will be a very simple one and you can finish it quite early only. I'll explain the project and what all commands, what is the coding way I'm doing. I'll show that. I was inspired by some people on YouTube who had done something like this similar. I try to combine whatever I have learned and from those videos and all, and I'm sharing all that as a compilation to you guys. On YouTube, there are a lot of other videos like this only. Please do watch that also. And I'll also at the end of the video show you that you can also do that speech to text recognition. There is this things library called as VOCE, WOC, VOCE. for C++ and Java. So you can do speech recognition with that, I guess. So for this text to speech feature, we need to download something known as eSpeak. So eSpeak is a synthesizer. Okay, so it is best synthesizer. It will convert text to speech. So now I'll show you all those things. So on your browser, type eSpeak and then click on the first website, speech synthesizer eSpeak. Okay, if you click on that and go to download over here, and you can download. So I downloaded it for Windows. After you download, wherever you have downloaded it, right, go to that file, or actually I'll only show you, wait. Yeah, so after you download it, you click on it and start the installation. Okay, after it is installed, it will be most likely installed in program files 86 folder, that was folder only. Go to that folder, you will get eSpeak. Click on eSpeak, and over here I think you need to go to command line. Go to this command line folder, and this application that you see here, right, this is a .exe file, right? Yeah, yeah, this is a .exe file. It's an application. So you have to copy this. Okay, you have to copy this and paste it in the folder in which you make your project. So I am doing my project with code blocks, and my project is stored here. So code blocks folder, and see, personal assistant. Okay, wherever you are making your project, right, you should include eSpeak over there. So don't forget this. This is the first step. Just put it there. Just move it to that folder if you want, whatever. Just move it there, okay? And it should be there in the same folder as your project. So now I'll show you that project. So over here, basically I'm using code blocks, okay? I've created a project, personal assistant, and whatever I will be using, for example, if I have to show you that I'm opening an image or a video or anything, any media device, everything is stored in this file. It is not necessary to do that. You don't have to necessarily do it. For example, like I want to show you how to open an image, how to open song, I put it in this folder only. It is not necessary for you to put it in this folder. You can put it in somewhere else also. Just give the path wherever you are putting it. But don't forget to put eSpeak. It is mandatory to put this eSpeak application in your project folder. So basically, if you want that text to speech this thing to work, text to speech to work, then you have to write these 4 lines of code. So first is string phrase. So basically whatever you are wanting, whatever is being printed on the output, that is std out, whatever is being printed, if you want that to be in speech format, so that is in one string. Okay, another string is like this command, and you have to give the string like this. Okay, and these 2 lines are mandatory. So basically these 4 lines you have to use every time you want something to be spoken. For example, it is written here, right? Enter the password to confirm you are Master Aditya. Now we are reading it, but then in the when the program runs, it will read it, the speech, and you can listen to that. Okay, the speech you can listen. And here we are using strings and getLine function to get the string values, because it can have spaces in between and all that. And these 2 are also very important. This is mainly, as I told you, for systems programming. It is usually dealt like with OS and all. So directly creating a process, creating a new thread. For example, if I have to open or close a browser, then a shell execute command will be used. If I have to open, suppose Microsoft Word, you can open Microsoft Word, you can open Microsoft Excel. For all those things, these 2 is mandatory. You have to write a command called create process. I'll show that later part, but for that first these 2 is important. Okay, so these two you have to write. Then basically you can also display the date and time. For that you have to use Ctime library. So this Ctime library you need to use to display date and time. You can display date and time like this. So if you want to know more about the Ctime library, you can refer to this tutorials point link. I'll put it in the description. Ctime library is like this. Basically, it is like a structure. Okay, it is like a structure, and it has everything, like it. The method is already there. So here you can make this a string, but since it is in C language, it is going to be a character array. So that is there, and you can ask your personal assistant to greet you, like saying good morning, good evening, or good afternoon, depending on the time. So if it is less than 12 o'clock, or it is between 12 and 14, sorry, 12 and 4. And if it is 12 to night, you can say good evening, good afternoon, good morning, like that. So as you can see here, everywhere these 4 commands are necessary. The whole program is else if, else if, else if only, but these 4 commands are necessary. These 4 lines are necessary, because then otherwise you won't get that speech part. It will just be displayed. See here, whatever I am displaying, I'm saying see out, I'm printing on the standard output, right? Whatever is being printed, the same thing will be spoken. But you don't have to say the same thing. For example, it's saying good morning, Master Aditya. You can say something else here, displaying time, something like that. Displaying time, something like that you can say. Or how are you, you can anything. But the structure is this only. You have 2 strings like this, it should be, and you have these 2 commands. So system command is there. Okay. And for example, if you want to open Notepad, okay, you want to open Notepad. So as I told you, these 4 commands are necessary to speak, the speech part. And here it is the create process command. See, create process command is there, where you will be using that start info and process info and all that. Create process, the command is this, create process text, and in bracket the first thing that goes is the directory, the path. Notice that there are 2 slashes. So when we see in the properties, for example, I was showing you here only, na? See here, if you see carefully, it is only single slash. Everywhere it is single slash. But in our C++ program, it should be double slash. Then only it will recognize it. So double slash should be there. Okay, wherever single slash is there, make it double slash. And this create process command works with the .exe files only. So Notepad you can open, Word you can open, WritePad you can open, as I mentioned here, Excel you can open. Okay, Excel you can open. You can't open audio video. That is, there is a different command for that. Now you may wonder how to get the path. How do we get to know what is the path? So for that, what you can do is go to this start option, and suppose I say Notepad. Okay, here I will right click and go to open file location. So shortcut will be there. You will not, I guess, get the exact path. So instead of that, what you can do, I'll show you one more thing. Notepad. You open Notepad, okay. Let Notepad be open. Then you go to Task Manager. How to go to Task Manager? This toolbar is there, na? Toolbar, or what is this called? Sounding too dumb here. Taskbar or toolbar. So go and where the icons are pressed. Okay, there right click, go to Task Manager. When you go to task manager, here you will see the current tasks. Suppose this notepad you have, na? Notepad you have here, double click on it, or I think you can go here only, open file location. So now it will give you the file location. So go to properties. Yeah, so this is your file location of notepad. Similarly, you can do the same thing by opening Word, Excel, MS Paint, and all those applications and finding out where is it. So you need the path, right? So for that, you do this. You open it, you open Word or Excel, whatever, go to Task Manager. Go to Task Manager, and then it should be .exe file only. You can also play other this thing. Like for example, if you want to open an image or a PDF, then you can say shell execute. Actually, with shell execute, everything can open, I guess. Shell execute, everything can open. See, create process, a separate process will be created. It's a concept like threading, okay? This shell execute, what it will do, this will open any type of file, any format. So here, see, I have a .png file. Here I have a PDF file. So I have a PDF file. I'll show you everything when I run the program. I'll show you. Okay. I have a PDF file. So pause the video and note down these commands. It will also be there in the description. Don't worry. But you can do it along with me and finish it off now only. Okay. That is there. And if you want to open Google, for example, you want to open Google, you can do this. You can say system start and the URL. You can do system start URL. Also, you can open Google in this way also. Like you can make a string and you can use shell execute as it is given in this GFG article here. You can do the same also. You can write this command also. Okay. Here you have to give the URL, which is your string. Wherever URL is there, that is a string. So you can do this also. Okay, I have basically used system command only. You can open Google, open YouTube, same way. You can even close the browser by using task kill command. You can close the browser. Okay, so this is to close the browser. You can even shut down and restart your system. For that also there is a command. So try to check that out what that is. But I don't know, I don't see a point of that, so I didn't show you. And one more interesting thing that I found was here. Okay. If you want to play music, actually you can play music, I think in .wav file. If you want MP3 or maybe even MP3 file, you can play this music with a shell execute command. Just give the file path here. But I found one more interesting thing. This is in Windows programming. This is MCIsendstring. Basically, this will open any MCI media. Okay. So with the help of this, see here it is written play MP3. You can also pause MP3. You can also close MP3. So you can make an MP3 player as a side application, a small inbuilt application in this only. So one more idea I have told you. Instead of play MP3, you can also say pause. You can pause the song. You can replay the song. All that you can do. So here, this command, I'll show where I got that information. That information, I got it here in this document, Microsoft.com. I got that info. Okay, so basically the command is like this only. This is the command. And here you give the name of your audio .mp3 file and say play mp3. So these two commands are necessary if you want to play MP3. You can also use a shell execute, not a big deal. Okay, you can use shell execute also. And I think that's pretty much it. There is nothing else that is so hard here. Okay, and I think now I need to remove my microphone so that you'll be able to listen to the speech. Our personal assistant will speak, na? That you can listen. I'll remove and then I'll execute. So now I will run, okay? I will run. If there is difference in audio quality, sorry for that. Just bear with me.
Enter the password to confirm your master editor.
So I hope you could hear to that. Now if I type my password, so I've given a password. So if suppose I type wrong password.
Incorrect password.
So if I enter the password, now I can give a query. For example, I'll say open YouTube. So as you can see, YouTube is being opened over here. And now if I say open photo, some photo if I want to open. So a photo is being opened, okay? So PNG file is working. Then if I say, what was the command that I had to give? I'll say open video, yeah. Open video, fine. So that was the video part. And now if I say open some PDF, okay. So basically object-oriented programming book I am trying to open. So opened a PDF. So PDF opening was successful. And then suppose now where is it? Suppose now I want to play music. I hope you can listen to the music. So you can play, you can open something else also, I guess. Let us see. So the time and date is being displayed here. I just asked what is the time. If you want to open, suppose Microsoft Excel. So Excel is being opened. A little time will take, okay. It will definitely take a little time. So the music that is being playing now, if you implement that pause option, for example, here, this pause option is there, right? I'll show you where it is. Play music. Here only play is there. But there is a similar command. Instead of play, it is pause. You can try to implement pause also. Like you can pause, and then if you click some other button to replay from wherever it paused, that is also possible. So check that article about this MCIsendstring. And now if I say bye, so it just said goodbye, see you soon. So now, so that was pretty much the project. You can open MS Paint also. I don't think I have implemented MS Paint. And if suppose the personal assistant did not understand your question, then it would print a sorry, could not understand, please try again. And all this is being executed in a do while loop, obviously, because you have to keep, if the program has to keep continuously running, continuously, then yeah, you have to use do while loop or while loop, whatever, while one. That also you can do. And I guess that's it. You can close browser also now, but that is not recommended actually to kill the task like that. This is optional. I don't think you have to implement this. I've just shown it here. That's all. If you say close Chrome browser, it will close, and you try to open, it will open from wherever it was. Like it will say it did not shut down properly. So that's all for this video. I have given you the basic guidelines how to code and what all extra you can do. You can add speech to text. So that speech to text part that I was saying, it is basically here. It is called VOCE C++. If you write this much code by including some particular header file like voce.h and some linker options and all you have to set, then you can also get speech recognition. And in this program, if I have to show you the linker settings, if I go to build options, I don't think there is any linker, or maybe there is. Wait. I have added this. So don't forget to add this in the linker part. Go to search directories and add this in the linker part. I think this will be for this whatever linker I have added, right? That is for the audio. This audio, I'm using MCIsendstring, right? For that it is. If you don't want to use this and use only shell execute, that is also fine. For that, I don't think anything is much necessary, because anyway, it is happening independent of that. Or maybe you have to add another linker like WinMM. There is another linker. Try adding that also if something is failing. But it has worked for me. So comment down below how you like the project, and please share this video with all your friends as much as possible. Subscribe to the channel. It will really, really motivate me. Try to put in your own ideas, what extra you can do over here. How can you modify this and how can you scale this to make it much, much more, more presentable, and you will get a feeling of satisfaction. So that's all for this video. Okay, and until the next video, take care, stay safe, keep learning, keep growing, stay tuned. Bye.